Freya's just a beautiful, beautiful wee girl. She's 14 years old and she has severe complex health and disabilities.
I'm a mum, married with 5 disabled children. I care full-time for all 5 of them. Most of us that apply for a disability for our kids get knocked back the first time. So to go through then the appeals process and the redeterminations, it's a long process and it's not easy to do on your own when you're caring for the child.
Freya is very intensive care, and at the beginning of this year we almost lost her. And having those episodes, and which is what our families have frequently when they're looking after a child who has a life-limiting condition, that on top of having to worry about having to pay a huge bill that you can't afford anyway, and the debt that's around it, is actually just a horrific thought.
These families have a lot of machines in their home which will keep their child alive. So it's working on ways that we can make sure that they're being billed correctly and look at ways to maximise their income which will enable them to then pay the bill going forward.
Prior to the energy crisis, I was struggling to put my heating on through the winter, and that has caused a degree of issues with the house because it's an old house.
When you have got an energy bill in front of you, you've gotten a letter from some sort of debt collection agency, a warrant from the sheriff's court, these are not straightforward things to look at. Most people, when they get these, they don't know what they mean. So for them to be able to have a service in their community that they can go to have that explained to them properly, that's what we're here for.
Well, I had applied for PIP for myself twice because I have kidney failure and I'd been refused twice. I also had 2 children that I was applying for their disability, and I just didn't have the energy to fight all 3. So I stopped fighting for me and contacted Money Matters, and they put me in touch with Damon, who took over applying for the 2 children.
We're seeing many more people needing advice than ever before. People who are working full-time are now coming and needing advice too, because for the first time in their lives, they're finding that they're not able to meet their priority bills, their rent, their gas and electricity costs. They've got various other issues going on as well, whether it's their health, their children's health, bereavements, issues going on at work, even the food costs for their children.
With the cost of living crisis and everything that's going on, things are getting worse and it's getting harder to deal with. And a lot of us don't have a happy ending, because if you're not here, the kids are likely to get the help they need. So a lot of us find another way out, and it's not the answer you want, but it's the only answer you can see. So Money Matters is really, really important to keep families together and give us a bit of a future.
British Gas Energy Trusts have managed to help us reach out to families to offer energy support and help families save money.
As a family, we trust Chas, so having that link and having that resource within Chas from the British Gas Energy Trust has just made such a difference, and hopefully it'll continue.